Welcome back, ladies and gentlemen, to the Mikey Report for January 6, 2011. Glad you can continue to be with us. Sorry, my lips are slightly chapped. In other news, two have been injured by packages looking like books in state office buildings in Maryland. Two packages about the size of small books ignited and released a sulfur-like smell. One addressed to Governor Martin O'Malley. When they were opened Thursday at Maryland state government buildings 20 miles apart, slightly burning the fingers of two employees. The fiery devices caused the evacuation of mailrooms at government offices all across Maryland. Two other suspicious packages were discovered in the distress, though one was found to be a toner cartridge, the other laptop batteries. An official told NBC News that the packages contained a message from a disgruntled state employee protesting the state's road signs that urge people to report suspicious activity, stating, "You have created a self-fulfilling prophecy." The opening of the packages caused the incendiary device inside to activate, according to the state fire marshal. When both packages were opened, there was a reaction that caused a flash of fire, a brief flash of fire, smoke, and a smell, according to its state police spokesman. Not to be compared with the significant explosion that you think of when you say that word. Explosive material wasn't found in either package that ignited. When one was opened, it produced a puff of smoke and a sulfur-type smell, like if you would strike a match. The employee dropped the package on the floor, called 911. It was around 12:30 p.m. It was the other package addressed in typeface to the recently re-elected governor, adorned with holiday stamps, at the Jeffrey Building, where mail for O'Malley's office is routinely checked. Just blocks from the governor's office, which is inside State House in downtown Annapolis. So, thankfully enough, no one was seriously injured. Officials won't divulge the return address delivered through the Postal Service. There was a third suspicious package. Oh, it was the second package had the return address. The third one was discovered at 3:45. The second one was at the Transportation Department 15 minutes after. And then at 3:45 p.m. at the Department of Health and Mental Hygiene Headquarters in Baltimore was found. The third package was found after the mailroom was quarantined. Fourth package found at a Baltimore courthouse and was the ink cartridge. And that third one was the laptop batteries. So no worries on that. But we do have some major news in the weather department, especially with this trough coming from the coming through. That, remember our Christmas weekend storm that pretty much hit the East Coast? That low tracked up the East Coast. More people was impacted. Larger, heavy snow area were covered pretty much anywhere from the northern portion of the South, Georgia, Alabama, South Carolina, almost all of South Carolina, and cutting up the coast through West Virginia, Kentucky, Tennessee, North Carolina, the Delmarva Peninsula, eastern PA, New Jersey, eastern New York, and all of New England. Well, this one is going to be a little bit more localized, more or less in northeast Pennsylvania, northern New Jersey, and pretty much central New York, as we're looking at the setup here. Produces the heavily localized snow band, and it's difficult to predict in advance. It's pretty much coming tomorrow, gonna hit us somehow, some way. It's the Norland trough scenario, extending west off of the offshore low, and named after two meteorologists. It's an unstable track. It can produce snowfall rates of several inches per hour in snow bands only 20 to 50 miles wide, and the width and intensity are similar to lake effect bands. So, who are we going to see have these storms? This storm, and how much, pretty much? Well, that heavier snow band is going to be near that trough, which is pretty much definitely in the Syracuse, on the edge of Albany. New York City is going to be belted again. Philly, a little bit, not a whole lot. But we can see a tricky commute tomorrow morning for that storm. Light to moderate in central New York, eastern PA, New Jersey, possibly northern Maryland, and the tricky commute in the Syracuse and Philly areas. As Friday afternoon, that heavy snow band develops in central and eastern New York, northeast PA, my home area, northern Jersey, and Long Island, with Syracuse, New York City, and Albany being affected. Friday night, that snow band continues in central and eastern New York and Long Island, but may spread to Connecticut, Rhode Island, and Massachusetts. And Saturday, it's going to cut up toward New England as that trough continues moving north. That low moves north, that trough moves north. Lingering snow band from central New York to New England, pockets of snow from northern New England to the eastern Great Lakes and Appalachians. Potential impacts being more or less Portland, Maine, Boston, Albany, and Cuse. So pretty much that snow band may rotate counterclockwise through that I-95 corridor, persist longest in the Mohawk and Hudson Valleys in New York, north and New York of Metro New York City, as well as Catskills, Berkshire, and the Pocono Mountain regions. Additional significant snow may fall in parts of Vermont, New Hampshire, and Maine. According right now, we have some snow updates for our forecast models, and we have winter weather alerts. So we are gonna take a look at these, as this weather storm is pretty much a we definitely have almost a whole lot of eastern Pennsylvania, definitely central and eastern New York, almost covering all of New York. Some of the severe weather alerts with the winter weather is some of it lake effect, and then we have. But we'll check Pennsylvania first off. We have winter storm alerts, winter weather advisory in Berks, Bradford, Bucks, Carbon, Chester, Columbia, Delaware, Forest, Lackawanna, Lehigh, Luzerne, Mercer, Monroe, Montgomery, Montour, Northampton, Northern Lycoming, Northumberland, Philadelphia, Pike, Potter, Schuylkill, Southern Lycoming, and they must have split Lycoming into two counties, Southern Wayne, Sullivan, Susquehanna, Tioga, Venango, Wayne, and Wyoming winter weather advisories. Some of these are pretty much in the lake area, but most of these are definitely in that eastern Pennsylvania region that we have. I didn't realize Wayne and Lycoming were split into two. New Jersey, almost all of you are covered. Only the top county in Delaware is labeled for some effect on this. And that's not Georgia I'm looking at. But yeah, they're giving me Georgia. What the heck? Almost that whole area of New York City, New York and Long Island is covered. Winter storm warnings, winter storm watches, winter storm advisories. So it's definitely a large, significant amount of weather that we're going to be dealing with. We're going to take a look at snow forecast right now. That I-95 corridor snow forecast, we're looking at anywhere from 1 to 3 in the Philly area, and most of that eastern area of most of that Scranton area, northern areas are going to be looking anywhere from 3 to 6. It's iffy around the Mount Cobb Lake Ariel area. I'm gonna say 2 to 4, just to be on the safe side. We're either aiming 1 to 3 or 3 to 5. I'm saying 2 to 4 just to play it safe. Hartford, you're looking at 2 to 4. 6 to 12 or more in the current track right now. And this is so hard to track, it's unbelievable. Cuse, you're looking at 8 to 12. Binghamton, 4 to 6. This is supposed to stretch all the way down to Knoxville, Tennessee. Apparently that track is something fierce with snowfall. South is seeing more snow than I am up here. What the heck is that all about? So, I mean, we're definitely seeing some major concerns weather-wise as we move on. So, currently there's, on the radar maps, we're looking at some right now over on the eastern half of the not the eastern half, the western half of the state right now, moving over, but really nothing to shake a stick at this point. But we'll be definitely taking a look at more of this as the day progresses tomorrow, so definitely stay tuned to the Mikey report for continuing coverage. As we move on in sport to our localized weather, currently we're looking at some some tame conditions right now. We have a special weather statement in our feature area 2 as well, so we'll get to the areas that will be impacted by this northeast storm the most at this point in time. We're moving north to south as normal. Currently 21 degrees right now under cloudy skies. Winds out is south-southeast at 3 miles an hour. Good visibility. Pressure is holding steady at 29.55. Dew points at 11. Through 4 a.m., light to moderate snow will develop by the overnight hours. Cloudy with temps steady near the low 20s. 80% chance tonight. Tomorrow, snow, 27 degrees. Winds are holding pretty good at south-southeast clip at 9 miles an hour. 70% chance of snow right now. Snowfall of about half an inch through 3:30. We're looking at tonight, looking around an inch, maybe 3 to 5 inches tomorrow. So maybe 6. So they're calling 3 to 5 up in Lake Ariel, so in the Mount Cobb Lake Ariel area. So we're gonna say 2 to 4, or we might up it to 2 to 6. So we'll definitely keep a close eye, seeing what our snow totals are, and we'll keep you up to date with that as well. Snow showers are early tomorrow night as it tapers off. A low of 14. As we go into Saturday, we're looking at a snow shower, 25 degrees. Sunday, Monday, Tuesday, we're staying at partly cloudy, mostly sunny, mostly cloudy, 25, 25, 28. Going into Tuesday, Wednesday the 12th, cloudy, 28 degrees, 40% chance of snow showers on the 13th of 24 degrees. Here at our Mikey Report headquarters in Phoenixville, 29 degrees and cloudy, 35 degrees for the high temp. It was actually pretty nice earlier. Dew point of 17%. Winds were low, that's why. South right now at 1 mile an hour. Period of steady light snow likely between midnight and 3. Mostly cloudy with temps staying steady right now. Winds out of the southeast, 5 to 10. 50% chance, less than half an inch through 3:30 this morning. 80% chance tomorrow of snow, high of 33 degrees. As we expect snow during the morning, transitioning snow showers during the afternoon. Temps near steady in the low 30s. Only 1 to 2 expected down here, but like we said, we don't know how that track is going to be because of its instability. So we're going to definitely keep in touch on that. It's looking more north, but we wouldn't be surprised if it tracks more south either. Partly cloudy tomorrow night, 21 degrees. As we look at more PM snow showers at Saturday, 33 degrees, if that still lingers around. Sunday and Monday, 34 degrees. Partly cloudy, mostly Sunday. Tuesday and Wednesday, few snow showers are cloudy, 35 degrees. And Thursday, sunny skies, 33 degrees. And we have that special weather statement in Little Rock. Right now, 57 degrees is the actual temp. Above their average in Little Rock. 46 right now. It feels like 47 with the west-southwest wind at 5 miles an hour. Brown, they're holding steady at 29.89. Through 2 a.m., we're looking at the steady temps. Really windy tonight into tomorrow. 58 degrees for the high, but of course definitely dipped because of the temperature, because of the wind. And that special weather statement is pretty much a winter weather possibility across the natural state late Sunday into Tuesday. So this is way, way, way off, but they are being a few days in advance apparently with this weather system. So let's check what the forecast is saying here. Saturday the 8th, sunny skies, 49 degrees. Sunday the 9th, 35 degrees. Snow, 70%. That might be what they're talking about. Monday the 10th, 38 degrees and cloudy. Tuesday the 11th, partly cloudy, 37 degrees. And Wednesday the 12th, 35 degrees. And Thursday the 13th, mostly sunny, 39 degrees. So that is definitely some crazy weather that we are having over this stint of time here. So we'll cover everything else, especially we'll cover sports, and especially Jason Garrett's future in Dallas. Right after this, here on the Mikey Report.